going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Chamber Chat. We're excited to continue these check-ins and engagement with our local membership and the community. And we're joined today by the Director of Marketing and Development with Consolidated Construction Services, or CCS, as some of you may know here locally. They are based here in Roanoke, just right outside, I guess, of downtown. And they serve Roanoke, they serve Smith Mountain Lake, New River Valley, and really encompass the whole region. So we're joined by Al Smith, Director of Marketing and Development. Al, how are you? Good to see you. Haven't seen you here in a while, but let us know how you and how the staff is doing, and some ways that you guys have had to pivot a little bit on the essential services that you guys provide each and every day.
Well, when this began, we kind of was business as usual. And I think it really took the country a little while until it started hitting our region. Then we began to notice a change of everybody being very cautious about what they're doing. So we set our staff down and made sure everybody understood we're not going to put them in a place where, they're going to be at risk. Mask and things like that. What we did with our homeowners, because, if you had a water damage at your house, well, you're still waiting to get it repaired. So a lot of folks are saying, well, hey, we're gonna let you finish that, but we're gonna hold off on repairs. A lot of folks who are out of work now are saying, hey, we got our insurance checks, but we're gonna hold on to that. We're gonna wait and ride this thing out, and then we're gonna maybe get you guys back in. So it's precautions, sending letters out, letting people know that we're safe, nobody has COVID-19, and so that they're completely aware that we're following all the protocols set in place.
Sure, and that's important. I know you mentioned, masks and proper, coverings and all that,
right,
for your folks as well. So talk a little bit about, we talked a little bit before we started recording, your partnerships with Virginia Tech and the realtors, and how you kind of had to adjust with proper cleaning, and give everybody a little bit of insight on some of the really kind of the last couple of days and last couple of weeks direct impacts of things you're doing that you really already had a plan for of how to make it better, and now you've had to adjust.
Yeah, it's been a little different. What we're seeing is from our marketing side, there is no marketing. Everything is virtual right now. So you can't go out and see people. You're talking to them on the phone, or like we're doing here with Zoom today. Realtors are doing the same thing. Everybody's kind of pulled back and said, well, let's just wait. We're going to pay attention to what the governor says. As an essential business, we're out there now. People are wanting to pre-clean for COVID-19. No one that we're doing business with has had anyone that has had COVID-19. Our partnership with the Virginia Tech, we've still got ongoing projects up there. If you go to Tech today, all you're going to see is construction workers. Some projects outside. Most of what we do are remodeling projects on the inside. Virginia Tech bookstore, some of the dormitories. So the cleaning process has started, the pre-clean. Let's take the precaution while students are out. Let's go ahead and prep our university to make sure we're clearing this out. The issue is, even with the CDC guidelines, IICRC, the emergency services, all those people have protocols in place. So you have to adjust those depending on what's taking place. And so we have a letter that we send out. Hurt and Profit has written the protocol just like a hygienist would do for mold, so that any service, regardless of whether it's ours or our competitors, can follow that protocol. And so we're educating our customer base because there's so many rumors and different things going around out there. So when our workers show up, they could be in full PPE arrest, having containment centers. We go in an apartment, we clean it just like it had COVID-19. We exit the apartment, we have a decontainment chamber, so that our guys step out, they step into this chamber, it's sprayed down, they take their PPE gear off, it goes into biohazard bags. I mean, it looks like something you see on television. Other people really are like, hey, I think that's a little extreme. We don't think we have it. What's the cost to pre-clean? So there's two different situations that you're doing there. We haven't had calls from realtors that have vacant homes saying, hey, maybe we need to go in and do some cleaning there. It depends on how long this thing is going to last. We're hoping to see a change by June, but that's all based on what the governor's going to do and how it affects our area. Every area around us has had someone with COVID-19. Our supply chain at Virginia Tech is a disaster right now. Getting parts and pieces, especially from the northern regions, like our PPE gear, our mask, our suits, and those things, we have a supplier in New York. As you know, New York is not a very safe place to be right now. Some of those places have shut down due to employees getting COVID-19, so it has slowed the projects down. So we're adjusting to that as much as anybody else on the front lines.
Yeah, I love to hear that, one, everybody in the company is being safe, and, you know, from your guys' standpoint, everybody's healthy. And, you know, it's good to hear of kind of this adapt and improve and, you know, again, be proactive while, you know, you guys have these setups with the decontainment unit and everything from PPE for you guys going into biohazard stuff. You know, it's exactly right. You guys are taking the necessary precautions ultimately for your employees and for the community, knowing that you don't know what's kind of going to come on a daily and hourly basis. So for folks to learn more about, you know, I see right behind you, you have your 24-hour emergency line at the 725-3900 number. For folks to learn more about the services that you guys provide and, you know, again, give them some insight on how they might be able to help in the community, what's the best place for folks to learn more?
Well, you can go to our website, which is www.ccsroa.com. We have LinkedIn. We are on Facebook. We're posting. LinkedIn seems to be the hot one really right now, but Facebook is still a good venue to get information out there because there is so much misinformation there. And so the more we're posting, we didn't want to go out and become an advertiser of saying, hey, you know, the chamber needs to call us because they could have the COVID-19 virus somewhere around. Maybe it's in Eric's office or something, you know. So we wanted to be more informational based than we did advertising and say, hey, call us. We do a lot of work with Carillion, who was very proactive with everything. So we're working even with the insurance companies as what we're addressing and reporting back to on things. So those sites are the best. Is go directly to the website. You can get all the information that you need. It allows you to contact those people and introduce you to the staff that's there.
Right. Okay. Well, that's
Consolidate's
great.
Consolidate's a great place to work, and that's why you got to bring your employees in and sit them down and say, hey, we're just not throwing you guys to the wolves. Here is a plan. So we had a plan of action. It changed several times because we thought, well, here's what we're going to get. Now here's what we do have, and here's how we're going to address it. And then, of course, when the governor mandated non-essential businesses had to close, well, it got real. So,
sure, that's great. You've given just a ton of information and valuable information. So, just a reminder for folks: www.ccsroa.com. You can also find Consolidated Construction Services information through the Roanoke Chamber website, through their directory page. Al and Elizabeth and the staff there will be glad to help out and give you some insight on how you, the community, can help. So, Al, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you taking the time for this edition of Chamber Chat. And we'll be back to everyone tomorrow for another edition, and we'll keep this rolling. So continue to keep making it a great week.